So I just pulled up to the gas station and I decided to just not write, but just talk about my mom for a little bit. No, I'm not the only person in the world, not the last one to have lost their parent. 9 years ago today, I lost my mom, and it was around this time, I'll never forget it for the rest of my life. It was around this time, like 3:30, that I got the call from my niece. And you know, I don't care if it's 9 years, 10, 15, 20, 30 years. I would say that it hasn't gotten easy. There are times, all I can say is that there are times when you just remember, and then the rest of the days you're just living your life. But it's those times eventually that you just remember that your loved one is not here no more. And it used to be that every August that I would, you know, feel down because my daughter's birthday is tomorrow, my oldest girl. And I just decided today I'm on this whole reinvention. My mom was all about, she was a Capricorn, so you know, she was vain, very ladylike. Not vain in a bad way, but she was very authentic, all about her looks, head to toe. If your head and your feet weren't done, that was a problem. And that's one thing that she, you know, instilled in me about keeping your appearance. And the more the older that I get, the more I find out that I'm like her. I grew into her ways, where I'm now wanting to start to garden and more into self-care. I've always been that way, but I'm really more into it now. Maybe it's because, you know, I'm getting older and my body is starting to keep score and show the signs of aging. You know, the aches and pains and the way that you look when you start to age. You don't look like you're a spring chicken no more. So I'm just kind of saying that to say that I'm choosing not to. Of course, you know, I'm gonna mourn her loss, being gone. She was a lady, and I would never. I don't have any regrets about, man, I wish mama was here so I could ask her this, ask her that. I left no stone unturned. I got every wisdom I feel like that she had in her body. You know, that I've been fulfilled. You know, I have no regrets. I was the best daughter that I knew how to be. And that's all you can do. I'm not a million trillionaire, so I did everything that I can humanly do as a daughter for my mother. And the more I look like her, the more the more proud I am that, you know, that I had a mother like mine. For real. So yeah, so I'm choosing today, I'm choosing this as a celebration, as a because when she transitioned, that made me up my game with being mother, with being a woman, with being every better version of myself that I can be. I'm talking about health-wise, you know, because she was a very sick lady. She had a lot going on, and the body can only do so much. You can only hold up until there's nothing else the doctors can do. And your quality of life, you know, if you're in pain all the time, there's nothing else for the body to do but to let go and release your soul. So I'm so happy to have had a mother like her and had my experience with my mom, because my mom back in those days, 32, was kind of, you know, old to be having a daughter. So yeah, so my mother, you know, it was just me and her for a long time. It was me and her. But yeah, so salute to Celestine. My middle girl, no, my baby girl, has her her first name, Celeste, as her middle name. And she actually got the nerve to look like my mom. She favors my mom. Yeah. And so that is all I have to share today. I'm about to get some gas, get ready to go celebrate my oldest daughter's birthday for tomorrow. We got an outing today. A really good friend of mine, her and Quana share the same birth date. But yeah, but man, shouts out to you, mama. Lavender was your color. I just don't have enough, like Celeste, you were, have, and always will be everything, the reason of who I am today. And I'm happy about, I'm cool with the character that I have. I'm cool with what you instilled in me. So, man, big ups to you, mama. I know you up there smiling on me. I hope I'm making you proud, making the best choices, making my move and relocating and everything, because I'm a Southern girl at heart. You know, I grew up in the city, but my summers were always spent in the country. And that is where she's buried. She's surrounded around these lavender trees. She's in the country. Yeah, and my father, but they're buried in the same plot. And that's another story. That's another story I'll talk about. But they grew up together. And yeah. So that is about, I'm at 6 minutes. So that is all that I have to say today. But you know, everybody that's lost your parent, hey, it's okay. It don't get easy. All I can tell you, I'm gonna promise you that life is gonna keep going on. Life is gonna keep you so busy that there are gonna be moments where you forget, and you shed your tear, and you build your altar, and you remember them, and then you make sure their name stays alive. But life, you gotta keep life, and you gotta keep being a mother, you gotta keep being a woman, you gotta keep being all the, even if she wasn't perfect, you gotta be all those things, the good things that she instilled in you. So, all right, toodles, I'm out. I'm gonna go finish the rest of my day. Bye.